Hey everyone, hope all is well. Welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to talk about a question that a lot of ISB applicants ask me when they're applying or even thinking of applying with the school, which is what sort of scholarships are available when you go for an MBA, because it's not an inexpensive course. It will cost you upwards of 40-45 lakhs, including living expenses for that 1 year when you're staying on campus. So the school provides tons of scholarship opportunities for its applicants for financial aid. But before I get started, just a request. We have just started being active on YouTube and making video content. So if you have liked our content till now, I would request to subscribe to the channel so that you're informed on our upcoming videos on consulting careers, CV making, and B school preparation. Awesome. Let's get started. So, just one thing, which is, that there are a lot of nuanced scholarship opportunities available. There is a Bridge India scholarship, which talks about, that if you are an Indian living outside India and if you're coming back to India to pursue your program, you can apply for that scholarship when you're writing your applications. And there are scholarships for people from a social impact background as well. But rather than these nuanced scholarships, and you can easily find the information on the ISB website, rather than these nuanced scholarships, I wanted to talk about two types of scholarships which are used by a lot of applicants to apply. The first is merit based scholarship. Now, as the name would suggest, merit based scholarship would mean that you don't have to write any additional essay when you're applying with ISB through the early entry option or the PGP option or the while pay application. It doesn't matter which stage of life you're in when you're applying with ISB, and if you're applying for a merit based scholarship waiver, when you're submitting that application before you get an interview call, you just need to click that I want to apply for the merit based scholarship. And when you're invited for an interview and when you have cleared that interview, the school, while giving you an admit, will decide basis your GMAT or GRE score, the kind of places you've worked at, the kind of impact you've created at work, the kind of interview conversation you've had, the kind of essays you've written. All of that combined will ensure or will affect your scholarship decision when it comes to merit based scholarship, right? So that's one sort of scholarship. You can't really influence that scholarship, because when you're writing your GMAT, you know that you're writing your GMAT for the admit, right? So your job in order to get a merit based scholarship is to ensure that you get a very high GMAT or GRE score and accompany that with great essays, great interviews, all of that. So the school first will take an admit decision whether to admit this candidate or not, and then the second step will be whether to give this admitted student a scholarship or not, whether it's merit based or need based. So that's merit based scholarship, which is a function of your GMAT or GRE, your essays, your interviews, and your profile overall, the impact you've created, the kind of projects you've led, all of that combined, as well as your previous academics in college and school. Now, I distinctly remember then when uh, I was helping a mentee in round one applications in 2023, which was September 2023 deadline. We were not expecting to get a merit based scholarship at all, but we just clicked that button and we submitted the application, and she got an interview call, and she also got an admit. And in that admit email, it was written that she's being considered for 100% merit based tuition waiver, right? So tuition waiver typically forms 60-70% of the total uh, application and the fee at ISB. So when she was given an admit, she was asked to attend a short conversation with the ISB scholarship committee, post which she was made eligible for that waiver. So that is how it goes. First you get an admit, then you meet the scholarship committee, and then you get that scholarship if you are considered for it. Now, when it comes to the need based waiver, as the name suggests, need based means financial aid, and for candidates who are coming from a financially modest background, and means when I say financially modest background, that means that when you're applying for ISB, and if you apply for this scholarship, you have to submit a scholarship essay specifically for this scholarship, which is of 200 words, and you have to justify in that essay. It's not tested for uniqueness or creativity. You just have to justify in that essay on what are the financial constraints if you're the sole earner in your family, if you have any immediate education or housing loans. And one very very important thing to be eligible for this scholarship is that your income plus your family income, mother, spouse, father, all of that combined should be less than 18 lakhs, 18 lakhs per annum. If that's the case, you need to submit proof uh, with the school, and you need to write that 200 word long essay. If you get the admit after getting the interview call, then you will be eligible for that if the school finds everything truthful. So that's another sort of scholarship. So these are the two types of typical scholarships that one can avail at ISB: merit based, for which you don't need to write additional essays, and need based, for which you write an additional essay which is worth 200 words to justify the kind of financial constraints that you have while you're applying with the school. I hope that this video was helpful, and I'll see you very soon.